Josh Carrier has found his way back on the court, but not at Rupp Arena. He is on the court at Northern Kentucky University, but not playing. He's actually coaching.
Okay, so if you want to set the drag screen, one of you rim run, one of you set the drag screen. If you don't set the drag screen, just reverse it, and we're right into 4 out 1 in. Okay.
Former University of Kentucky player Josh Carrier is doing what he loves, coaching basketball on a collegiate level. After working in a private sector for 10 years, he knew it was time for him to be part of an upcoming program.
Coach Whitaker afforded me the opportunity to get back into college coaching, and I've been doing individual instruction and AAU for quite a while now, and to be back at the Division I level and to be working alongside people like Coach Whitaker and be in a program that has resources and has a winning tradition has been a great experience so far.
Josh and I have been friends for a long time, and I really respect him just as a person. And so for me, that was really important when I got the job, to hire good people around me that I knew I could trust, that work hard, that had all the characteristics that I look for in a person. And then obviously his basketball knowledge, and he really helps me on the bench, and he's got such a good mind for the game.
Coach Carrier is actually like my individual coach, so I do a lot of individual workouts, and he works out with us like one-on-one to do a lot of skill training and breaks down film with us. So he helps like a lot of the individual aspects of the games and helps to break it down and show us how I can improve individualistically. That type of attention really has helped me improve my game throughout the season.
Both Coach Whitaker and Coach Carrier had a bond long before being on the coaching staff. Coach Whitaker played at WKU, leading the Hilltoppers to 97 wins after 2 seasons. Josh, who is from Bowling Green, Kentucky, was Mr. Basketball in 2001 from Bowling Green High School, and his father, Durrell, who was an All-American at WKU.
I've known Coach Whitaker for a long time. We've known each other since our high school days as young stars in the state of Kentucky, and then she came down to my hometown of Bowling Green and spent some time at Western Kentucky, and we followed each other over the course of our careers, and she's recruited a lot of my players over the years with AAU, so I've stayed in touch with her on a yearly basis.
He started coaching AAU girls basketball in Kentucky, and so I got to know him through that better, and I became friends with him and his wife Brittany, and of course she was a cheerleader at Kentucky, so we have all these ties.
Not only is he recruiting girls to NKU, he's recruiting 2 former teammates to come watch him coach.
Chuck Hayes and Ravi Moss have both been to practices and games this year.
Yeah, I think that Chuck and Ravi are just great examples of what hard work can get you. Ravi was a walk-on. He ended up starting before his career was over, and it was all about hard work, and it was about selflessness for the team. Chuck is a guy who, undersized, played center in the NBA, played 10-plus years in the NBA. Nobody would have thought that, but his work ethic, his fearlessness, his selflessness for the team, and that's basically why I brought him here.
Coach Whitaker is blessed to have Josh on her staff and knows one day he could be a head coach.
He's got the qualities. He's worked in the business world for 10 years, and at the end of the day, this is about relationships and business, and his basketball mind is there. It's more just gaining some experience and getting out recruiting and gaining contacts and building a network. But he's so good at that, and so yeah, I could definitely see, I hope he stays with me for a long time, but I could definitely see him at some point getting out and having his own program.
Now the NKU women's team has hit the injury bug. This season has been a struggle for them. They're only 8-20, but Coach Whitaker hopes that everyone can get back and get focused and get ready for the conference play, and so hopefully they can get it turned around.